happy birthday, even if it's not your real birthday today. Happy Saturday, that's the one. Just got to blow my nose, excuse me. I forgot to do it. Normally I do it before I start this video, but I forgot today. Hello, happy birthday anyway. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Isn't it beautiful to be alive? Here in the UK, we had pouring rain, and yesterday afternoon it was terrible. If you remember saw my video yesterday, it was just starting to drizzle as I left yesterday. And now we have beautiful sunshine. It's 8:15 in the morning, and the sun is rising. I can't see the sun. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? It's up there anyway. The sun is up there. Happy birthday, everybody. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. How are you doing today? Remember, every day is your birthday if you choose to celebrate every single day. The joy of being alive. And if you're not enjoying being alive, talk to me, because that's what I do. I teach people how to live a life they love in my 7-day program and in my 12-week, my 90-day program, 12-week program, whichever one sounds better. Feel free to tell me in the comments. Do you prefer a 12-week program or a 90-day program? It's basically the same amount of time, so let me know which one sounds better, which sounds more achievable, etc. Cool. Anyway, we've got some people whose real birthdays it is today and 4 people whose birthdays it is tomorrow. So I want you to wish happy birthday to Dilwar and Lynn for today, because it's their birthday today. And then tomorrow we have Carolyn Holt, Carl Marriott, Jane Gunn and Emma-Jayne Covington Cross. Emma-Jayne, EJ, I haven't seen you for donkey's years, have we? Yes. Oh gosh, when was it? Gosh, it must be almost 13, 15 years or something like that since I last saw you. We've got to catch up at some point, haven't we? Anyway, sending you all love and happy birthdays, of course. We always start off by blowing out the candles, the 5 candles on our cake to celebrate everybody's birthdays, including yours today. So blow out one candle to empty our lungs out. Think about one positive thing that we want to achieve either in the next hour, if we're doing this every hour, or just to the rest of the day, if you're just doing it for today. One thing that's either positive about your day ahead or something you want to achieve during the day, and think about that. Try and think of that while you're blowing out your candle. Empty your lungs out. Breathe in for 5 through your nose. Hold for 5. Doesn't work, does it? Put that hand on your heart and then blow out the 5 candles on this cake. Happy birthday! And do it again if you forgot to give your positive thought about what you were going to achieve today. So, hold for 5. That was better, wasn't it? And then happy birthday to Dilwar, Lynn, Carolyn, Karl, Jane and Emma-Jayne, sorry, for tomorrow. Right, making love. Making love. Bit of a clickbait there almost, isn't it? Making love your priority. Let me just get my notes up, because I made a lot of notes on this one. It's good. It comes from the Loveability book, linked in the description below, by the way. And it's the last chapter of the Loveability book. So I'll be starting a new book on Monday. I'm not sure which book I'm going to be starting on Monday, but it's coming on Monday, a new book. So that'll be fun. Fresh new month and all that sort of stuff. Spring is springing, as it were. This is all good stuff. Oh, the Blinkist book of the day, by the way, is always wintering. It's all about what you can do during winter and winter poor periods of your life as well, when you're feeling down and miserable, to prepare yourself for the growth ahead. And that's kind of where we are right now. We're just coming out of the period of winter over the last 2020, isn't it? And we're just starting the growth ahead as we all get vaccinated and everything starts to open up and we start to move forward. Anyway, so that's quite a cool book, well worth listening to. Blinkist book of the day, linked in the description below. Also, want to just give a shout out to Amie's Positive Thoughts on Instagram. I haven't linked her in the description. I will try and remember to do that. Who I met through a girl called Hannah, who does like song and dance routines in Tesco. She's a Tesco girl, and she obviously has wishes and desires to be up on the stage. She may well have been in the past, I'm not sure. And she definitely has been a few times in the past. And Amie does these fantastic, every day she does a little post. It's just positive, and she's just so full of energy and love, and it's just fantastic to see every day. So just well worth checking her out. Amie's Amie's Positive Points, I think it's called, but I will put a link in here later on. So making love your priority. You cannot know, this is my quote, kind of taken from within the Loveability book. You cannot know the power of love until you choose love as your core philosophy. You need to embody that love, and I talk about this all the time, about learning to love yourself so that you can then love other people. It's getting a little bit windy. I'm just going to tilt that back about and hope it doesn't blow off. yes, so the sooner you make love your priority, I have to put my finger up there, I think, and create it in your love as like your core belief, which is what I'm doing right now and what I'm going to recommend that everybody does, because it is our core belief. It becomes our core philosophy. Now, you could say, like, God is, you cannot know the power of God until you, people will say this, for example, people who are religious will say you can't, there's dogs everywhere at the moment, it's quite funny, you can't know the power of God until you accept God into your life, for example. Now, I'm not very religious, but I would say it's the same thing for love. You can't know the power of love until you accept love into your life, and as soon as you start to love yourself, then you can start to love the people around you much more, and you can start loving the community and the world much more. It just gives you such a positive, Amie's positive thoughts, outlook on the world, which is why she's always like, what's this one thing that I can find that's positive about the world right now? And just inject that little positivity, and it's just a little bit of love into the world. It usually is quite a lot of love stuff in there again as well. So yeah, start making love your priority in everything. We're going to talk in a minute about the top 5 regrets of the dying, because, and here's the key, eventually, on our deathbed, eventually, love. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Eventually, we will all disappear back into love. So love created us in the first place. 2 people getting together, making love, created us. And then we spend our whole lives doing whatever we want to do, which sometimes can be a lot of not love. And then at the end of life, we're usually on a deathbed, assuming we had a quiet death. Obviously, we didn't get shot in a superstore or something. But our last thoughts will be, I wish, well, yeah, exactly. But you have to believe in God for that sort of thing, Beverly. But what I'm saying is you don't have to believe in love to believe in God to be able to believe in love. But yeah, okay, that's cool. Whatever works for you is the most important thing. Yeah, so when you get on your deathbed, that's when you start to regret the things that you maybe should have done in your life, the things you wish you'd done more of, and you're all about the love. I want people I love around me. I want to show people how much I love them and all that kind of stuff. And when you go to a funeral, and all the eulogies are always about positivities of the people's lives and love about their lives and so forth. It's all very kind and loving, and yet throughout our lives we can be very negative and anti people. Creating wars and anger and fights and conflicts and so forth throughout our lives. This is just not helpful. As Robert Holden, the guy who wrote the book, says, and this is going to go in the face of what Beverly was saying earlier on, but when people ask you what is your religion, say your religion is love. It kind of works, actually, to be fair to what you were saying as well. When people ask you what your politics is, say your politics is love. This is an interesting one for Joe Howarth as well, who is creating a new political thing that's based around love and inclusivity and so forth. When people ask you what's your philosophy is love. When people ask you what your occupation is love. What's your nationality? It's love. What is your blood group? It's love. It's a bit of an odd one, that last little one. And then he goes on to say, just keep saying it to people as they ask these questions, and eventually those people will realise, and they will start to realise that they are also, their religion is love, and their politics is love, and their philosophy is love, their occupation is love, their nationality is love, and their blood group is love. Because love, in the end, we will all disappear back into love eventually when we die. Which hence brings us on to, when you're on your deathbed, what will your last thoughts be? Will they be negative? Will they be angry? Will they be loving? And so forth. Because when you look at the top 5 regrets of the dying, they are, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life, number 1, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. So this is where those shoulds come into it. When people start saying you should do this, you should act like this, no, you choose to do what you want to do, what's right for you, and put that into your life. So rather than just doing what everybody else thinks that you should be doing, otherwise you'll get to the end of your deathbed and it'll be the number 1 regrets of the dying. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not what others expected of me. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Usually men, this is but I guess as the gender divide changes, it'll be more women as well doing the same thing. I wish I hadn't worked so hard, because I wish I'd spent more time with people I love, right? Number 3 is I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. So that's telling people how you feel about them, telling people you love them, telling people when you're not happy about what they've been doing, rather than just keeping it quiet and letting it eat you up inside. Because that's not loving yourself. You're not giving love to yourself there, not making love to yourself in that respect. Number 4, I I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. Again, it's reaching out to people who you care about, who you love, and spending time with the people you care about, rather than just accepting the people that you're stuck with, that you don't have to be stuck with. You can choose. You can make your own friends. You can go out and do that sort of stuff. And number 5, the top 5 regrets of the dying. Hello, Karl. Good morning. Happy birthday to you, because every day is your birthday if you celebrate life. Number 5, we're doing the top 5 regrets of the dying at the moment. I wish that I had let myself be happier. Just let yourself be happier. Just choose happiness. Choose love. Make love your priority in everything. And make love to yourself. That'll help you to make love to other people. I know it sounds weird, but in essence, what you're saying is, as soon as you start to love yourself and understand how you've become the person you are, it makes it easier for you to understand why other people are the way they are, makes you more compassionate and tolerant of other people's beliefs and differences, and allows you to love people, even if they have different religious beliefs to you, for example, from Beverly's comment earlier on. Because often, the biggest wars have ever been fought have all been fought over religion. My God's right, your God's wrong, all that kind of stuff. It's just not right. All God, and as Beverly kind of suggested there, God is love. And that's why I say love is a universal thing. It doesn't have to have religion around it. It can just be the core part of it. Good morning, Brian. Happy birthday to you, because every day is your birthday if you celebrate life, and that's what we're doing today. We are celebrating life. We are making love to ourselves, and we're making love to the people around us. And we're making love our priority in everything. Because if it is, then we can start to love the world better. We can be more compassionate and tolerant and open and honest with ourselves. And we can try to avoid those top 5 regrets of the dying, which are in the comments below, when we're lying on our deathbed at the end of our life. I know it sounds morbid, but start enjoying your life now, and doing the things in your life now so that you can live a life you love, which is what I teach, by the way. If you want to come on my Live a Life You Love challenge, 7-day challenge, coming again soon, the next round of it. Starting to get some people who are loving the concepts of what we're doing in there as well, which is great. Starting to transform lives. It's fantastic. Come and let me know if you're interested in taking my 7 days to live a life you love challenge. Yeah. So you start loving yourself, you start loving the world around you, and you start loving the life you live. Okay, that's all from me today. I'm going to send you some love, send you love, and send you out with love, with my love to the world. Tell people you love them. Tell people I love them. Even people I don't know, strangers that I don't know, that friends of yours. Tell them that John loves them. JVD says, happy birthday, because every day is a celebration if you choose to celebrate life. And it's the first day of your rest of your life. So welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Why wait to start living a life you love? Why not start right now? And if you want me to help you with that, then let me know. Ngok! Hello from Vietnam. How are you? We're just signing off for the day. But happy birthday to you as well, because, every day's a birthday if you celebrate your life. Anyway, so Ngok, hope you had a lovely Saturday so far, and you're looking forward to a lovely Sunday ahead. Make love your priority. Spread love out into the world. Take care, everybody. Love you all. Sending love. Mwah. Take care. Bye for now. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you Monday. Go and check out Amy's Positive Thoughts on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description in a minute. All right, bye for now.